Charlie was born in 2010 and he's my first baby, so I had nothing really to compare it to, but he was a good baby. He was really, really happy and he was developing on time, probably early. He hit his crawling and walking milestones early, and which was great, and I just assumed that everything was going to carry on exactly that way. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. At about 15 months, Charlie, it literally happened overnight, and it was almost like he was disappearing in front of our eyes, which was terrifying, and I couldn't quite figure out what I needed to do to reach out to him or even bring him back. It was awful. I think until you experience that happen, you can't even explain it to anybody. And, you know, I was told that he might never recognise me as his mum or be able to show that he loved me. And in that instant, all of my dreams for our family had just disappeared. And you either go one way or the other, I think, at that point. But I decided instead I wasn't going to accept that prognosis, and I was going to do something about it and find a way to help Charlie, which is where my search for the Sunrise programme began. The programme in America is called the Sunrise programme, and I attended the startup training there in December 2013, and it's just been fantastic. He really has changed in a short space of time, so we know that when we go over to the States for the week with Charlie, it's going to be a really big change for him. It's going to open up a lot of doors for him. We're hoping it's going to give him a big jump with his language, because that's one of the areas that he struggles with the most. But also it's to give Nick and I more training on how to run the programme at home effectively. We can be trained and mentored as well and ask any questions that we have. So it really is just massively important to our programme and to Charlie. I'm working with personal trainers and fitness professionals, and what they've told me is that in 2 months we can't really change my fitness levels massively. It's just going to have to be about getting me as fit as possible, and then on the day I think it's just going to be sheer grit and determination that's going to get me through it. But when I'm going to be on that bike and in pain and thinking that I can't go on anymore, I think what I'm going to have to focus on is Charlie in a few years' time, maybe looking back at this video and looking back at what I did and like saying, you know, wow, Mum, you did all that for me. And I think that will be enough to get me to do it, and the thought that he's going to be really proud of me one day for what I've been through to try and help him as best as I possibly can. So I'm not going to lie, I'm terrified, absolutely terrified, but I would cycle 1,000 miles for him. So I will do it. I'm going to do it.